What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on F1 24 for the 2028 season. If you didn't see, it's just ruined it. If you didn't see last video in the pre-season test, I recommend you go check that out. Due for driver transfers, and obviously you can see now we're in the McLaren Formula One team. But also I recommend you go check out the other options we got, because it was actually a very challenging deal that realistically afterwards I wish I said a little bit more about, because the deals we got were quite interesting. But as we go on to the driver's career mode, it's 16 rounds in Bahrain, and we start in Bahrain, we end in Yas Marina. But of course, driver moves, I recommend you go see it. But for those who've seen it and my rant, there we go. Yeah, so we left, obviously, Ferrari very competitive. Unfortunately, we lost the championship by literally... We probably would have lost it, but we were literally so close to just that engine failure at the end of it. But Ferrari have now dropped because they bring an Enzo Fittipaldi to the team, which is quite weird to me. But yeah, no, not really much. But it's quite annoying as well. It's just like Kick Sauber have kept their driver lineup. Aston Martin has. Mercedes. Realistically, the only reason the driver market has changed is because we've affected it. Not other drivers, we as a team has affected it. But I'm not really here to rant about it. We're here to have a good time in our final season before F1 25 comes out on the 30th of May. I'm going to try and get these out. I'm probably going to bring these out afterwards at the release date of F1 25, just because why not? It's kind of a bit of memorabilia. Obviously, we've got Piastri as our teammate, but let's go for qualifying around Bahrain International Circuit. Right, guys, we're in qualifying for the first round of the 2028 season, and it doesn't look too bad in the overall perspective. In practice, people have been doing a lot of long runs, a lot of short runs, a lot of qualifying laps. Same with ourselves, trying to get used to the handling of this McLaren. But I know the pace, I know what to do. Even if it is P20, it's P20 at the end of the day. But we're the last on the grid in the one-shot qualifying. We approach turn 1. We've moved up 90 positions, and it's going to be provisional pole, and it will be pole in Bahrain. What a start to our McLaren career and our final season push in this game. But who joins us on the front row? Who joins us on the second row behind us, who can actually make a big stand? It's going to be
qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
It's a McLaren 1-2. We've got about 2 attempts to Oscar, which is it's all right. It's all right. Then we've got George Russell proving himself in real life and in the game, and as he's only 400ths of Piastri's time. And then it's the big gap, 3/10 then to the Aston Martin of Carlos Sainz. Enzo Fittipaldi doing a good qualifying for the Ferrari team, and Valtteri Bottas doing a nice time for the Kick Sauber. Kick Sauber is obviously very high on the R&D chart. Probably could have got rid of Joe, maybe got a better driver. No offense to Joe. But let's go for the Bahrain Grand Prix main event. Let's go.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race.
Right, guys, as we approach the grid spot for round number 1 in Bahrain, we've gone for the plan A, but we're going to go pit in a lap earlier. So we're going to go pit at lap 7, basically. I can't get my words out, but journey around the world begins one place, and that is Bahrain. We're going to go to Yas Marina for the finale. We're in the McLaren for the final time in this F1 save. It's going to be lights out, and away we go. We're going to go cover off George Russell as he looks a very much threat. Lando Norris is going to get reaction time he needs. George Russell is going to go down the inside into turn number 1. He's going to keep his elbows in. I'm going to keep my elbows in. And we get the lead still in secure. Very good reaction time for Lando Norris. Unfortunately, not a very good reaction time for Carlos Sainz, but a very good reaction time for Lance Stroll. And we're just going to unfortunately have to maybe battle with George Russell for a little bit. We have got that straight line speed over the Mercedes. He's just sitting in the slipstream. Just ever so slightly. To go for a little bit a little bit off track there. Nothing to worry about. We didn't get any competitive advantage, as they say. He's going to have all that slipstream,
now available.
And we're going to go to the right, try and shake him out of it. Not very good reaction time from Valtteri Bottas as well. Obviously with them penalties, he's been able to shake up 3 positions, but unfortunately not a very good reaction time for that kick Sauber.
Mate, tyres are wearing at quite a rate here, mate. Please try and look after them.
Yeah, it's because of your car. But if you don't know, for some reason the McLaren has such high tyre wear. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Stick my foot in a little bit there. Just trying to make the corner. I wasn't being illegal there. I was just trying to make the corner. Yeah, the only problem is with this car, especially during the practice sessions in Bahrain, it is so slidely with the traction, like the Ferrari was in the beginning of the season.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Like the Ferrari was at the beginning of the season, but this car just eats its tyres for breakfast, lunch and dinner. We're going to have 2 wide, maybe 3 wide into turn number 1. We're going to cover all of them off. A little twitch to the right. We've kind of got this tyre wear maybe under control, I want to say. But Lance Stroll is going to take the lead. He's going to stick his foot in. Good racing overall. But Lance Stroll wants to challenge the lead. That Aston Martin could be a very competitive car this season and very much be a title challenger this season as well. As we're just trying to achieve this objective that Mark has set us. Just look on the straights, it's eating it like anything. It's just absolutely crazy. Lance Stroll's trying to cover off George Russell, but I don't think any need should be for that, as George Russell's a little bit further back. Not a lot, but he's not really a threat, so to speak. But we've got 3 laps until we pit at the end of lap number 6. So none of the top 2 are in. Oh no, I wasn't looking.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Your late turn-in meant we had a slower than planned pit stop, I'm afraid.
As we come around to the final corner, majority of the grid are in. George Russell has carried on, but who of the Aston Martin pair has boxed? Because we're going to come out in front of them. It is Carlos Sainz.
Still looking good.
Okay, so you've got to push even more. I think for Oscar Verstappen and Leclerc, I think it's a weekend to forget.
1.6 seconds.
But as they're about there on the pit lane, we come out, of course, in front of them. It was about 2 seconds. Oh, it's going to be battling between the two Aston Martins and
Okay, clear.
the final Mercedes, but there's going to be contact. Lance Stroll has been hit. Lance Stroll has been hit and has been forced to retire from the race. He's out of the race. Oh my lord, what a turn of events this is to the podium. Pandemania. Lance Stroll is probably going to challenge for a significant podium, maybe P2 on the podium. Was challenging for the lead at the start of this race, but is out of this race as it stands. Well, not even as it stands, officially out of this race. No safety car, luckily, due to a 5-second gap, broaching 10 seconds for some cars is not a gap that you kind of want shrunk. But I think if we do have a look at that tyre wear, you can see where it's definitely hitting, but it's a lot better than it is. I think it's down to the brakes are so cool throughout the lap. If we look at the brakes, about 50-50. Not a lot, but if you think about it, I'm not even pushing that hard, and they get so weak. I think if you're watching that, I go to 100. They get so warm, but the front right actually is back to 50 again, and
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
And the rears are just being hammered still. Obviously, due to them are the tyres that get rolled to make the car run. But they should inevitably run gear, be not burning out, but cooling down. When we started our charge to F1 from Formula 2, we won that championship with some competition. Obviously, when we entered Formula 1 in the Ferrari Academy, we joined Haas as a solid ground running team. Got a couple wins in the 2 seasons we were at Haas, and then we moved to Visa Cash App RB. We fight for a championship one day, we thought, but we never realised that we're actually on a massive charge with one of the greats in the game, Max Verstappen, and we took his crown from him. We went into Ferrari, the academy that brought us up in Formula 1. We challenged all the way to the end for a world championship for the 2nd time. We won the Constructors' Championship for the 1st time with them. We left Ferrari, we went to McLaren. We have announced our retirement for this season, but it's not over until it's over. But it's going to be McLaren and Troy Adams that wins the season opener.
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys!
But not with ease, though. Not with ease.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
We got some heavy competition our way from the Mercedes and the Aston Martin pair, but
That's a
we'll take
fantastic
it.
team effort then to secure victory here in the desert.
Well, you're always unsure of the competition and what your opponents have been able to do in the off-season, Crofty, but they've come here today, they've delivered the performance that you dream about, and wow, did they make that car sing today. Really impressive stuff.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
Good job from McLaren. Obviously, top of the R&D chart, but there's definitely work to do especially due to tyre wear. We need to knuckle down on that. I think it's definitely the car, because I've got the same racing style I've had all the time since playing F1 24, and we didn't have this problem in Haas or Visa Cash App or Ferrari. We definitely got some work to do. I'll go have a quick look at it before our round 2 video.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
But it's going to be us, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Piastri, Albon, Bottas, Gasly, Tsunoda. Leclerc gets a point from P17. Kind of steals it off his teammate, though, not going to lie. But Ocon, P12, P13 for Max, Pourchaire, P14, Vesti, P18, Zhou, P15, Behrman, and obviously, to be fair, Haas has not had a good time. Williams have really shown the work, but for the Constructors' Championship, we lead the way in the Constructors, and it's going to be us as well in the Constructors. Red Bull don't score any points, unfortunately. To be fair, it's a very twisted tale that we've got in the Constructors. Same with the Drivers' Championship. You don't really expect Ferrari just to score 1 point like they have, but Kick Sauber are performing well. Williams are performing well. Just give Pierre Pourchaire that little boost and they'd be up there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm pretty sure it's Australia down under next. I'll see you then, and goodbye.